And it just puts you into your seat. Holy crap, that's actually scary fast. All right, guys, so first things first, we have to talk about how big this truck actually is. This thing is absolutely massive. There is no way that this camera is doing justice on the size of this truck. So to give you a perspective of how big this truck actually is, so it's a full-size Ram truck, but it's an additional 8 inches of width on this truck compared to a full-size Ram truck. Guys, that is insane. It's also lifted up higher than a full-size Ram truck. Let me see if this camera angle can capture it, just how much it sticks out on the side. If you can see that there from the back all the way to the front, it's kind of like having a wide body kit on a full-size truck. And one thing that Ram did that I thought was pretty neat is these vents are fully functional. Check that out. So that is, I mean, that's just amazing. Really, really great layout there. Ram also opened up the lettering here to allow for more airflow, as you can see there. And what is that, a lizard? It sure is. Hey, buddy. Is he alive? Oh, he's alive. All right, back to the truck. So with the presence of this truck, with it being so big, Ram, they actually added in, I mean, you're going to have lights everywhere. As you can see, you're going to have amber lights running through there. You can have the option with them to be across the top of the truck. They're going to be on your rear view mirrors, as you can see. Out here on the wide body area, you're going to have more amber lights in there, all LED. I mean, the truck is lit up like a freight train coming down the road. Next up, let's talk about just the looks in general. So this hood is just one of the most aggressive hoods I've ever seen on a truck. You're gonna have all your vents coming through here. I'm not sure if these are actually functional or not. I'll have to pop the hood and check. I know that this is a functional hood scoop. And then over here on the other side as well, you're gonna have your badging up here just to let the competition know, hey, I'm no slouch, I'm no pushover. I'm equipped with a 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi. So for those of you that don't know, that is the Hellcat engine. It's not kind of like the Hellcat engine. It's not a engine that they souped up to be like the Hellcat. No, that is the actual Hellcat engine taken out of the Hellcat, dropped into this truck. So the truck is dumping out 702 horsepower, backed up by 650 pound-feet of torque. That's just insane. So back to the looks. I love the black housing of the headlamps that Ram was able to do to pair it up with this black grille. Just everything to me was just laid out so perfectly, and then it all ties in together with the black wheels. Now the owner said he did not go with the bead locks because they come with like the chrome on the outside of the wheels, and I mean, where does chrome really fit in at with this truck? So to me, that was smart. All blacked out. He threw a little bit of color on the interior, as you can see from here, but we'll be going there next. So next up, let's talk about what this thing is able to do. What kind of numbers is this thing able to put down? So I've already told you how much horsepower this thing is pushing. So let's talk about its speed. Ram claims that this truck can do 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Guys, that is fast. I'm talking on these tires, 3.9 seconds. Now granted, that was probably done somewhere up north where the weather was perfect and they were probably on a prepped course, but still a 3.9 is really, really impressive out of a truck of this size. So now let's talk about the quarter mile. This truck is able to put down a quarter mile in the low 12-second range. Guys, that is fast. I'm gonna tell you what kind of cars are putting down low 12-second quarter mile time stock. That is your 2021 Mustang 10-speed, your 2021 Camaro SS 10-speed, and then also your Scat Pack, the 8-speed. So the truck is fast, guys. I mean, there is no denying it. If a truck this size can run with those sports cars, that is just insane. Now, it is really, really hard to get your hands on one of these trucks right now because most of them, like I mentioned, they're pre-ordered, they're special ordered, so that by the time these things are made and they even reach the Dodge dealership, they are already purchased and they already belong to someone, just like this truck. They never really make it to the lot, and if they do, they never sit on the lot for very long. So let's make our way towards the back of the truck. As you can see, the vent that I showed you next to the headlight actually pops out way back here. And like I said, that is fully functional. I like that all the badges are blacked out to go with the truck. You have Ram in there on your rearview mirrors that is illuminated at night. As for the rear of the truck, Ram did a great job back here. They have the black in the middle of the taillight housing with Ram engraved into it. They have the black TRX logo, a huge Ram logo just in case you're blind and you can't see it, and a 4x4. All the emblems are blacked out. But this right here is what really sold me. 5-inch exhaust tips. Let me show you just how big those are. I got a 2x4 over here. Oh, let me see. Pretty good size 2x4. I guarantee you that exhaust can take this entire 2x4 in there with no issues. Watch this.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
All right, we got the 5-inch exhaust tips. Let's put the 2x4 in here. Let's see if it fits. Look at that. With plenty of room to spare. I'm talking that exhaust is just huge, man. That's enough. That's enough for the outside. Let's go check out the inside of this truck. All right, so the interior is what sold me on this truck. I mean, look at this. So the truck has the nice dark theme on the outside, and he continued it on the inside as well. Blacked out everything, but paired up with like this dark, like burnt red kind of color. So he's going to have black with the red inserts all over the place. It even has the red stitching to go along with it. Little carbon fiber inserts everywhere. TRX stitched into the seats. I thought that was a really, really nice touch there. More red stitching all throughout the seats. Heated, cooled seats, the whole 9 yards. You're going to continue the stitching. Let's hop on in and see what else we have. So this truck is high. So the color scheme is even in the back seats, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. Hop in. All right, guys. So the first thing you're going to notice in here is that everything in here is huge. Huge steering wheel. Leather stitch all through it. Flat bottom. You have this huge monitor right here. That's got to be every bit of like 12 inches. You're going to have TRX in here over the dashboard. That should light up after I crank the truck up. In fact, let's go ahead and get it going. So that's actually a nice touch. So you're going to have TRX lit up in red up there. This huge screen. You're going to have a TRX badge over this way, another TRX badge here. This one actually has everything from your horsepower number, your VIN number, the whole 9 yards right there, so you can show it off. This screen, what you can do on here is unbelievable. I mean, if you want to know what time movies start, you can pull it up on here. If you want to know the live score of a basketball game or a football game, you can pull it all up on here, man. If you want to watch your favorite team's live stats, it's on here. As for this area here, this is actually where the shifter is in most Ram trucks. And it's like this knob that you can turn. It kind of looks like a volume knob. And that would be how you get through your gears. But in here, they actually put the gear shifter back down here. And here they gave you like all your modes and your toggle switches with a nice illuminated TRX right there. One thing that I thought was neat about that, so when I switch through these modes, it gives you a display right there. So you can see exactly where you're at. Let me get in here so I can get a better angle. So if you wanted to do like custom, if you wanted to do mud and sand, you can turn your traction off, all kinds of things. Rock climbing, Baja, don't even know what Baja is. You can put it in sport mode, go racing. So I thought all that right there was pretty neat. As for the speaker system in this thing can come equipped with a 19 speaker, 1,900 watt sound system, which is just, oh, I would love to hear it. I don't think this particular model has it. I think this one has the Alpine, which is also another really, really good sound system. Let's check out the back and let's see what they have in store for us back there. So back here, as you can see, the red continues all throughout the back of the truck. But one thing that I thought was really neat, you can let these back seats all the way up and have all this extra room back here. You go down underneath the mats, and this right here was the cool part to me. You have like a little hidden compartment, and it can be used as like a cooler. You can throw your beers in there, don't drink and drive, throw some ice on top of them. They'll be nice and cold by the time you get to your location. You can keep your protection in there. I am not talking about condoms. It's just so much, man. You can do so much in this truck. There are speakers all throughout the roof. It's just, the truck is just simply amazing, guys. We've talked about the outside, we've talked about the inside. Now, before we get this thing on the road, let's pop the hood and let's have a look at this 6.2 liter. All right, so the first thing you're gonna notice once I pop the hood is you can see the actual inlets from the hood scoop, and that's where it actually pulls the air through, drops it right down into those openings, which feeds that supercharger sitting right back there where you can actually see the Hellcat logo. So that is the supercharger. I'm gonna bring you around here to the side where you have a perfect view of the entire engine. Notice the Hemi orange block down there, and there's a supercharger sitting up on top. One thing that I absolutely had to show you, the TRX emblem right there was pretty neat, but this here. So remember I told you guys that this truck was aimed to kill the Raptor and to beat the Raptor. So Ram threw a little shade at him, and they actually put a T-Rex eating a Raptor. I thought that right there was like the perfect touch. They are like throwing shots at Ford. There's also another image kind of like that. It's on the inside. It's in the middle compartment area, and it's just a T-Rex chasing a Raptor. So on the inside, it's chasing a Raptor. Under the hood is actually eating the Raptor. So Ram, well done. Very well done. All right, so guys, that's enough talking about the truck. Let's hop in, let's fire it up, and let's take it down the road, and let's see what it feels like. All right, so now that we got all the details on the exterior interior, now let's see how this 702 horsepower handles in such a large vehicle. Let's see if I'm able to feel the power like I would in a Hellcat Challenger, or if it will feel different. My initial impressions from driving this truck already is just the presence on the road, how big this truck really is. Like, I feel like I'm taking up not only my lane, but some of the lane next to me. These roads are so small out here in the country. Ooh, that supercharger whine. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up that whine, but the supercharger whine sounds so freaking good. And that was only at like 20 miles per hour. So like I was saying, yeah, the truck feels huge. I'm going down these back roads, and it's a great feeling. It feels like you own the road. So let's see if we can hear the whine. Oh yeah. That'll never get old. But yes, the truck feels good. It's actually surprisingly comfortable and such a smooth ride. I didn't expect it because the truck is so high up and it's on such large tires that I figured it would be a little rougher. I've been in trucks before and the ride was a little stiff, but that's not the case with this one. Let me see what it feels like if it can kind of put the power to the ground. Oh, okay. So yes, it can definitely put the power to the ground. That actually caught me off guard a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's try that again. I need to get a second camera. I know I have this one over here recording what's going on in front of me, but I need one on the actual speedometer so that you guys can see how fast this truck accelerates. Let's feel some of the G-force from it. And it just puts you into your seat. Holy crap, that's actually scary fast. So it just puts you into your seat and it refuses to let you out of it. And the crazy part is, it's not spinning. There's zero tire spin. And that was from like 10 miles per hour. Let me try it from a dead launch to see if it spins or not. All right, here we go. And, all right, zero spin once again. Oh my gosh, this thing's freaking crazy. And it shifts so hard. This is coming from a manual person, so to be in this thing when it's just shifting on its own and it actually sets you back with each shift, wow. I mean, I keep saying it over and over, but it is crazy the way that this thing delivers the power. The 702 horsepower in this truck being up so high is insane. I gotta feel that launch one more time. And I have drag radials on my, and this is launching in the streets. I have drag radials on my car and I don't dead hook whatsoever. So for this truck to be able to dead hook in the streets on the street tires is just insane. So here we go, zero spinning once again. Oh my gosh, that 0 to 60 has to be every bit of 3.9 seconds, dude. This truck will absolutely demolish my car. So let's try out these paddle shifters. Let's see just how crisp and how quick these things respond. So just cruising speeds. Oh, that is actually really quick. Wow. So very, very responsive paddle shifters, which I like. That's why I got the stick shift. So to have these paddle shifters is just icing on the cake, baby. Makes me feel like I'm back in control of the car again. And like I said, they are quick. Woo! Yeah, I think I can get used to paddle shifting. So my next vehicle, who knows, we may be in an 8-speed or maybe a 10-speed. I will keep my 6-speed though. I will not be getting rid of my SRT. So guys, don't worry, the SRT is not going anywhere even once I get my next vehicle. But I do kind of like this paddle shifting. Let's see. Oh man, my heart rate is up. That is quick. That is quick. I've had enough. I'm ready to take this truck back to the owner already. That was my excitement for the day.